What if the sound of your death was already decided? All you had to do was blow a whistle. Let's talk movie! Today we're talking about Whistle, a horror film that takes the concept of an Aztec death whistle and puts in every imaginable horror group project trope there is. And listen, this might be some of the most chaotic and most detailed kills I've seen in a minute. Let's break it down. I think the movie's biggest strength is the concept itself of the death whistle. The Aztec death whistle is already creepy. I mean, historically, just its sound is supposed to sound like a human scream. And in this movie, it's basically like a supernatural death trigger that summons the dead. You blow this whistle and you become what you would have been in your final breath. That's crazy. That's disturbing. It's not just random death. No, it will take you all the way to when your time was supposed to be. Say you were supposed to die at 57. Guess what? You're gonna be 57 right now. That alone had me like, whoa! If you mess with death, it recalculates and brings you to your death at Mach 12. Like, hey, guess what? You were supposed to retire at 64. Guess what? You're retiring permanently right now. You're still gonna be 64 though. I like how there's a connected energy with the death whistle. So every person that faces their quote unquote death has a causal impact. If you strike this death, it's gonna hit you back. I personally got more interested in that because it shows that there's a puzzle. There's a formula to figure out here as to how to, so to speak, beat the death whistle, but it's more of a puzzle than just a gore fest. Okay, we gotta talk about the kills because they are crazy detailed here. Crazy ridiculous. You could tell that these filmmakers put everything into these kills because damn, they really tried to one-up Final Destination here. Like, how can we one-up on the detail and goriness of these deaths? I know how. And if you're not that much into gore, then this isn't gonna be for you. The way I see it, it goes one of two ways. It's either going to work for you or it's going to feel like they were trying way too hard. Like, you ever watching a horror movie and you're just sitting there and when the kill starts getting to killing, you're kind of like wincing a little bit? That was me for one or two of them. I know I've already said it, but we have to address it directly. This movie knows that it's playing on Final Destination territory. There are literal moments where the characters are being like,
"This isn't where I die. My time is not here."
Man, what are we doing? And you've got the tension builds, the fake outs, and those long camera shots that holds on to those simple objects. Like, oh, there's no way that somebody could. Oh, okay. I see it now. But the difference? The whistle gives this identity. It's not just death being petty. No, you had some dumbass teenagers in high school summon death. Let's get to the ending. Without saying or spoiling anything, it's very, I wonder what could come of this in the future. Which means, yes, there is potential for sequel energy to come into the fray. Doesn't close the door, but it just leaves a little peek of, hey, if this does good, we could do a sequel. And honestly, this is where I talk about all the horror tropes where it feels like they want this Aztec death whistle to be as contagious as Smile. And I don't know if that's gonna work for me. The cast here is pretty grounded until everything goes insane. Then naturally, like any other person, just wouldn't know anything to do about it. And that matters because if the performances were just as silly as some of these tropes that were happening, then we'd be in serious trouble. It would feel like a parody, like another scary movie. Whistle isn't reinventing horror, but it is remixing some things that are familiar with an Aztec death whistle mythological twist. It's like Final Destination with a cultural artifact, AKA similar to how Talk to Me was, of just fate being bored. So they're like, let's speed this up. It's chaotic, it's really detailed in the kills, and it's slightly ridiculous. But hey, if you're in for just like a killing spree of just death coming for random teenagers, then this is the movie for you. I would recommend waiting till Whistle comes out on streaming to give this a try, but I want to hear from you. If you had a whistle that could summon death, Would you blow it? Comment below. Now it's your turn to tell me your thoughts on Corin Hardy's Whistle. Let me know if you loved it, hate it, then rate it. And until next time,